coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. And birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning today. I know I am. I know that I am. My YouTube short that I put out yesterday got 4,000 views. Normally, my shorts don't do that well. So that one was a good one. People really seem to like it. A lot of likes on it, a lot of views. Uh, so, and it's just on my mind because it popped up here in front of me just now as I was going live. Um, Other than that, I hope you guys are having a good day. Um, Depending on where you're coming from, uh, the U.S. Navy is kicking ass this morning. They're just kicking some ass. Let's see who we got here. We've got Joan. Welcome, Joan. We've got Hellhound here. Hey there. Veteran firefighters here this morning. Welcome. Sank an Iranian warship off the coast of Sri Lanka. And it other than shooting missiles, normally the US Navy doesn't get some. So to all my squids out there, thank you and great job. Bravo Zulu. I had to laugh. Um Hey Larry, good to see you. I was on the Larry show last night. You guys, we were telling some war stories, so you guys should check that out. I know I talked to them about this, and I've sent this to AVA. The big beautiful bill had one thing that took effect in veteran firefighter. I don't know if you can take advantage of this. Had one big thing for veterans that they I'm still learning about all the stuff in it, but this is a great tax incentive for veterans who are eligible. But there is a type of account out there called an ABLE fund. It's kind of like a Roth IRA, where you can tax-free put money into it, and then tax-free take money out of it. But it's for disabled people, and it used to be that, you had to be on SSI and you had to be the disability had to be identified before the age of 26. Well, they've changed it. Now the disability has to be identified by the age of 46. And any doctor can say, yes, this is a disability, which means the VA, because VA doctors sign off on those disabilities. If you have a disability rating through the VA, you then become eligible. Now, here's where you can lose eligibility if you have an employee sponsored plan of like a 401k, IRA, that type of thing. There you can be disqualified. But if if you're disabled, and like I sent it to a couple veterans I know who are uh who I know that they can't work. So they can absolutely take advantage of that. And it's just a savings account. You put it in there, it reduces your tax liability. And then you can use it for medical stuff. You can use it for kids going to school. You can use it to buy a house, all that good stuff. So it's a really good way that if you're disabled, you can build wealth. And they've expanded it to disabled veterans. So very good thing that they did in the big beautiful bill. And I didn't even know about it. So, yeah, that's a big one that I wanna make sure gets out there. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Jem. Good to see you 2 both. Welcome, welcome. Um, yeah, I wanna talk about, this, where is it? Yeah, an American submarine, um, if I can pull it up. I was 56 when I got a VA rating. Yeah, that is the downside. But here's the thing, veteran firefighter, if it's a disability that you have and it was in your medical record before 46, you count. So there you go. Get those medical records. If you had a tour 2A taken by the VA, you have to have a VA doctor sign off. Uh, guess I'll never get my. We just have to ramp up pressure on them, AVA. Just, or uh, if you move and get out of that VA system and get into one where you have normal doctors and not crazy doctors, yeah. Here in California, um, like everybody's crazy out here. I'm looking. There was a video of this sub. They were just showing it on the news. Maybe I can find it on X. Yeah, 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 take a look into it, but like I said, you might be disqualified if you had an employee-based plan, so there you might be disqualified. Do they have Okay, yeah, here we go. The Department of War put this out. Okay, already hit once, and it gets hit twice, and down it goes. It ain't recovering from that. It ain't recovering, it's going down. Good on the United States Navy. Uh, we're gonna find out what submarine that is. I just That's really cool for those guys that it's been a long time since I can think of the US Navy sinking something big like that. Um, but hey, good on them. Let's see what else is in the news. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we in Texas, there was a primary last night, and Jasmine Crockett, Al Green, and Dan Crenshaw all lost their prospective primaries. So they will not be, at least for the foreseeable future, they will, when their term ends in January, they will not be in any elected office. So they'll have to run in another 2 years. Oh, you got thrift savings, so it's probably a no go. Yeah, look into it. But but definitely spread it around. Let especially if it's a veteran who can't work, it's a great way for them to build some wealth and save money. I sent it to one veteran I know, and hope a veteran I know, she sent it to me, and I hope she can take advantage of it because she can't work the way like you and I can work. Iranian Navy took 20 years to build and 22 seconds to sink. Uh, you know, I did watch. There's one guy on that I follow on X. He's a retired colonel, and he was talking, and he was like, I was very critical of the F-35, and a lot of people were. A lot of people were. A lot of people were just upset that the A-10 was going away without something that's really the equivalent. And the F-35, it's a striker slash bomber. It's kind of like this weird thing. Um, and he said, it has it has operated marvelously in Iran. And you got to look at Iran uses Chinese and Russian um, radar, Chinese and Russian um, missiles, like. So this has been a good test, a good stress test on the F-35. And again, I want to reiterate, I don't care about bombing. I don't care about bombing at all. Bomb away. Bomb all day long. I don't want ground troops. The A-10 has been going. Yeah, the A-10, it's pretty old. We ground troops, we love the A-10 as a fighter because it's such a great supporter. Saudi Arabia is joining the USA in the Iranian war. I mean, I'm not surprised. I Yeah, Saudi joining us, I'm not surprised about. Qatar has said that they're joining us. That's the one that really surprises me. Qatar, for years, they would they would mm, Qatar always liked dancing in the middle between Iran and Saudi Arabia. They like to play both sides against each other. Um, I think a lot of that was a little bit of jealousy from Saudi Arabia. Um, so yeah, they always like to dance back and forth. Whereas UAE was kind of like the little brother to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was doing something, you knew UAE was going right along with it. They were very close. Um, Oman was kind of this one that they just wanted to kind of stay out of it, but they had a lot of Persian roots too, so they were very close to Iran. Um, Kuwait just wants to be left alone. So that's kind of how the Middle East goes. Uh, Jordan, if you're paying Jordan, they'll do whatever the hell you want. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. How much you paying us? What are you giving us? You giving us some military equipment? So that's kind of how the Middle East is operated. And yeah, so I'm not surprised that Saudi Arabia is. You got to think Bahrain was attacked. Saudi Arabia kind of looks at Bahrain like they're Bahrain's protector. So I knew that they would be upset with Bahrain being attacked. Um, but this is what Iran does. This is what they've been doing for 47 years. Is they attack anybody and everybody and then blame everyone else for their attacks. They're still out there trying to say that we bombed a school. Didn't happen. That was them. They shot off a missile, it failed and it crashed and hit a school. The other thing, um, the other thing about this, like I don't want ground troops. I'm not into nation building. They need to take it on themselves. Kahanu send me funny stuff. The other thing I'll say about it is, yeah, don't want ground troops. I gotta get my train of thought back.
You're done. You're
Hey,
done.
Amanda. Good morning. Um, Yeah, we need the Iranian people to rise up. That's what we need. They need to rise up and overthrow their government. Uh, will they? If we keep dismantling their military, we'll see. Four names of the U.S. military. Yeah, they were all from Iowa. They were a part of a National Guard unit. So yeah, very sad for them and their families. But yeah, so as long as the Iranian war stays a bombing campaign, it's not going to bother me one bit. I would like to see some of these Middle Eastern countries get involved um, to try to protect civilians. Um, I would like to see that. Um, we will see. The big thing that's going to like watch the Kurds because there's Kurds. The Kurds go all along that northern thing. They go from Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Iran. Was it really friendly fire? I believe it was because they probably thought it was an Iranian jet looking to bomb in Kuwait. They didn't take enough time to verify anything, so I can believe that it was friendly fire. I can believe that. Um, so yeah, um, Dubai influencers' lives of luxury interrupted by strikes. Not by that much though. And I know, I know exactly where, like in Dubai, like I was telling Larry last night, Al Dhafra in UAE, where that was hit. I used to go to that base. It's a UAE base, but there was a section where the U.S. Air Force operated. I used to have to go there, deliver stuff from the embassy to the CO out there. So I went back and forth. Same thing with the U.S. Navy head personnel at Jebel Ali. Not a lot, just couple people because we always had ships coming in there. So I got to know those people. In Dubai, I know exactly where the strikes that hit. I know exactly where they hit. Um, I don't think Iran was trying to hit civilian targets. I just don't think that their missiles are that they're not precise. They just wanted to hit somewhere in the UAE. I did see where people were getting there was clearly AI videos of the Burj Khalifa being hit and people were excuse me, people were putting that out. Like and it's like people, you can tell when it's AI. Um but yeah, so people were putting out false stuff. But, I'm again, as long as there's no ground troops, just like Venezuela, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not into nation building, but I am fully on board with telling these people knock your shit off, especially as it applies to killing their civilians. And Iran is definitely guilty of that. Um, but yeah, I think the Middle East is getting much more peaceful, and a lot of that is because of us bombing Iran. They Hezbollah is Iran, like, and has been Iran. Um, they've been operating since the '80s in other countries. Um, they caused a civil war in Lebanon. Hey, April, good to see you. You're okay. You're okay. Um, but yeah, they caused a civil war in Lebanon. So maybe Lebanon will hopefully turn back into the country that it was. Lebanon was a beautiful country for years. Now you couldn't pay me to go there. I mean, they're the ones who we sent Marines in as peacekeepers in 1983 and they bombed them. They bombed their barracks. We weren't doing military operations. Like we were just there as a peacekeeping force. Hey bestie, good to see you. So, yeah. Man, I don't know why I'm coughing so much this morning. Um Yeah, they've Khamenei's successor already picked out, and Israel's already targeting him. It's like, yeah, yeah, and that's how we should do. Oh, you want to be in charge of this government? We are going to kill you. You need a new nationwide referendum, new constitution. Hey, Christina, good to see you. Um, I'm trying to look. Yeah, Cuba's tourism is collapsing because again, we with what we did with Venezuela, they don't have fuel. You know, really they were being propped up by Venezuelan fuel, and now Cuba is probably going to collapse. Again, that makes the world safer. We are. It's really interesting how we are now in a position where um, it really doesn't take much anymore for us to make the world safer. Now, that's a big stick, and I think we should use it sparingly. I think, we've done Venezuela, we've done Iran. Should we take it into Cuba or North Korea? I don't know, but um, I think we're going to see a lot of these places back off. Had a conference hearing for the foreclosure on the house yesterday for one in the active litigation. You've been going through a lot, so I understand. Okay. You got a job at corrections. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you're going to the academy. Good, good. April, I was posting a thing. If you could sign up for this now if you have a disability that a doctor has signed off on, and I was just talking about this. In January it went into effect. Veterans now qualify for the able accounts. It's like a Roth IRA where you can put money into a tax-free savings account. And here's the good thing about it: because you're disabled, if you ever have to pull from that account, you can do that without penalties. So it's like a Roth IRA that you can just take money from. Um, yeah, please put the link to your Give Send Go right here. Uh, and if anyone wants to, if you're so blessed and can help April, definitely please do. Something good happened this morning. What happened, Georgie? Um, so yeah, I would definitely, April, I would definitely look into an Able account. And if you need more information on that, I can send it to you. um, because that's a powerful way. It's tax-free money. It's always tax-free money, which is great. DM on Facebook with a A10 picture. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, I gotta hold on. I've got two Facebook accounts, so let me forward it to the one that I'm in. No, not there. Boom, 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 boom. Ho ho ho! Green giant. Hmm. Okay. There we go. So here's an A10 here. There we go. And this was an IFE at Edwards Air Force Base. The gun misfired and damaged the nose gear, so the pilot bellied in. That's see these guns right here? that's that's a oh shit, I'm drawing a blank as to the size of that. But these are some big ass guns, and these are great for personnel support. That's why we love this thing. Thank you, April. Yeah, we appreciate you doing that. If anyone, if you are so, are so blessed and you can give to April, please do. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna donate to April right now. Let's see if you guys can match me. Oh, here. Let me just do it right here. Sorry, it's just taking me a little bit longer to pull this thing up. Okay, okay, don't care. Some of these things that it puts, it's like, oh. No, come on. It's not letting me. It's incredibly frustrating. Okay, there we go. Yep, I'm posting the link. That's what I was trying to do. In fact, here we go. I'm gonna put the link in here, and I'm gonna even show it too. There we go. Boom, boom. So yeah, that's I am going to give myself here. You guys don't get to see my banking information. Why? Gotta verify I'm human. Now it wants two factor. All right, there we go. I just donated. Make so if you guys can match or exceed my donation. There we go. That's a shorter link. And I'll post it on the Facebook right now too. And I'll make it public. There we go. There we go. Yeah, my pleasure, April. I'm still editing that video. I need to sit down. I'm editing like 3 videos and I just got to finish them. The problem is I get those squirrel moments and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, this is happening." Um but with that, everyone, make sure you share out this stream, because see, the more people that watch us, the more people that might be inclined to help out April. And that's how we all support one another. Um, I did see this. Spain is very upset and said that they're not going to help out with Iran, which, okay, that's fine. But you know what Spain needs to do? Spain needs to pay its fair share into NATO. They don't pay their fair share, and that's what they need to do. Pay into NATO. Uh, yeah, the Spain PM hits back over Trump threat to cut trade over military base access. Yeah, these are these are treaties. You have to honor your treaty. Um, Record number of workers rating their 401k savings. That is stupid. That is stupid. If you guys haven't watched the Dow lost about 1,500 points yesterday. Guess what? It's going down. This is when you buy. You buy low, you sell high. So guess what? Guess what Skipper is doing? I am buying. Nobody pays their fair share. Well, that's why Trump's doing tariffs. It's a good way um, to force them into it. And all these people upset about tariffs just need to shut the hell up. Like a lot of them don't even know what they're saying. NATO needs to be dissolved. Without the U.S., they are useless. Uh, Notice the African civil wars are still going. Here's why NATO will not be dissolved. Um, NATO keeps American jobs going. Like the NATO requires that we use NATO standards. NATO standards, like you remember, like when you had your uh, M4 on the side, it said 5.62 NATO standard round. So NATO says this is what everyone's going to use. So that way we all using the uniform. Uh, uh, we're all using uniform ammunition, guns, everything. Well, guess who makes those ammunitions and guns? Us in the UK. It keeps our economies humming. So that's why NATO will never go away. Trump is doing a lot of f around, f out, or find out. Yep, yes, he is, and rightfully so. We needed a president who would actually use the weight of America for the benefit of America and not stupid stuff. The fact that we were giving Iran billions was stupid because what they do with it, they bought a bunch of munitions and then gave it to Hezbollah or gave it to Hamas. That is why that you notice ever since we bombed Iran, Hamas isn't attacking anymore. Hezbollah cut down their attacks. Even Syria has gotten quiet. That's why, because they were funding the what was it? They were funding the uh, destability in the Middle East. I was never fully on board with Iraq as a war. In fact, you could probably look up my comments that I made back then. I didn't care about weapons of mass destruction. If you wanted to go in there and say, "Hey, we're just going to kill Saddam Hussein because he's a bad guy," great, okay, no problem. The big mistake we did was dismantling their military. That was a huge mistake. Um, Sorry, I'm getting a text from my little man. Um, yeah, the biggest mistake we made was dismantling their military. We should have kept their military up and just said, okay, now we're just going to replace the government. Um, lesson learned. Lesson learned. But this is also why I don't want ground troops in Iran. But we should let their military live in fear that if they try a military takeover, that okay. Um, that yeah, that the people need to drive the new government. Uh, but we should have probably done Iran instead of Iraq, to be honest. Topper for my chat. Yep, yep. I appreciate it, April, And yeah, and you know, one thing that's been growing for me in like the last week, I've gained over 300 followers on TikTok. I'm at 700. Hold on here. I am at 713 followers now. So less than another 300, and I'll be broadcasting on TikTok as well. Trump is the only one who has the balls to do it. Well, true. That's true too. A lot of these guys were, and a lot of it is, and I even think in his first his first term, I don't think Trump really cared if he got reelected. Really. I know he's very upset and saying, yeah, he got reelected and everything. I really don't think he cared. He would have done something and said, well, this means I don't get reelected. I would have done it. But he had nefarious people within his cabinet working against him in his first term. He doesn't have that now. Yeah, all those dummies outed themselves because they all thought they won. Just like how, just like Dan Crenshaw. He he has spent this last this last summer making enemies out of fellow Navy SEALs. Like, and just threatening people. Like he threatened to punch Tucker Carlson. It's like, oh, dude. And now he's not going to get reelected. It's like, yeah, yeah, you dummy. That's what happens. Uh, which if he was like principled on it and said, I don't care if I believe this, and I don't care if I don't get reelected because of it. Okay, fine, I'd respect that, but that's not what he's doing. Oh, I understand that, April. I totally understand that. Um, and I need to follow up on your stuff with the Congress people. I need to do that. I did send those letters out. So they do have them. So if they are saying that they don't have them, they're effing lying. I sent them all out. Uh, but yeah, now we need to do follow-ups on them. And since AVA's here, one thing we need to do is we should talk about me coming up there and us going to look for Bigfoot. What do you think? I really want to find Bigfoot. No one has got. Okay, I will. I'll do some follow ups. It's been on my to do list. It's on my desk at work. I just need to do it. Do you know that these countries who have placed sleepers in our country takes these people from their families at the age of 2 to train them? Um, you'll have to be more specific. Um, you know, between his first term and the one he took this time to weed out the bad seeds, I don't think he really had to weed out the bad seeds. They all, when they did what they did with the convictions and everything, they all outed themselves. He didn't have to do anything. They all thought that they thought that if he was convicted that he couldn't run for president. And as you guys, if you've been watching me for long enough, you knew that was false. Eugene Debs ran for president from a jail cell. So we have precedents of this country that you can be convicted even of a federal crime and still run for president. So they were stupid and they outed themselves. Whitehall, New York is the Bigfoot capital. You can grab all my stuff out of the condemned VA home there. I can't afford to get it. So it's going to be lost with the house. Do you have a lot of stuff there? Because I might have people that can get up there. I don't know. I just got your DM, Georgie. Sorry about that for not responding right away. I'm babysitting my friend's girls this morning or today, later on today. Uh, so she's DMing me about that. These they're 6 and 4, and oh my god, I'm not built for kids anymore. I get so exhausted with them. Not that they're not bad girls. It's just they're heavy on the attention. Very heavy on the attention. Photography gear and some furniture there and a bunch of tools. Okay. Okay. Um and it's Whitehall. I'll find out. I've got some friends up in upstate. I'll find out. I don't know how far they are. Dan Crenshaw reminds me of number 2 from Austin Powers. Number 2. I'm not dead, but I'm very badly burned. That was such a funny movie. No worries. No worries. Um, I am gonna end it here in a few minutes though. I want to be done by 7. It's all the stuff moving company didn't take and left there, then stole all our stuff and tried to hold it hostage. Wow. Uh, yeah, I'll have to talk to my friends. I believe I know the one is in Albany. Yeah, I got one buddy in Albany. Um, I don't know where the other one is. Let's see. So, okay. So I'll find out where my other friend is. Um, but they do live up in oh, you know what? Well, I haven't talked to him in a while. I do have a I've got one friend in New Hampshire and another one in Vermont. I haven't talked to the one in Vermont in probably 7 years. But I'll try to reach out. And I might be able to reach out to the VFW and stuff up there and see if they're willing to help out. Um and, and have you talked with I should get you in touch with Chris Stockton. Um because he's in Pennsylvania, but he has truckers who travel the country that he's friendly with, and they might be able to assist. Um, Jeremy posted a picture of Nick Rakita. It's funny. I was watching Kevin Brennan. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Brennan is a comedian, and he used to be he was on Star Search. He actually lost to Dave Chappelle, and his brother became a comedian and started writing movies with Dave Chappelle, and he hates his brother. uh, like him and his brother hate each other, and VFW, every single one has blown me off. I'm not surprised. Like sometimes they do that. Um, yeah, you kind of have to build a relationship with them. Which when I have a platform like this, they seem to want to have a more of a relationship with someone like me just because I have a platform. Um, that's one thing. Like having an audience on social media sometimes can open doors. Um, but yeah, with Kevin Brennan, he was sniping Stuttering John's podcast yesterday. He was talking shit about a lot of people, and he was talking about because he saw Nick Rakita was live, and he does not like Nick Rakita. He calls him a cokehead, which Nick has had his problems, very public problems with it, but it appears that Nick has gotten over those problems. I'll never people get addicted and to drugs and they're different person when they're on addiction. I will always support people who have overcome their addictions. And it appears that Nick has, and I support him in sobriety. But the guy that he got into that very public war with, Aaron Amelte, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit, and he can go absolutely f himself. The only thing I'll warn Nick Rakita about is he's very close with another comedian, Chrissy Mayer, and she is nothing but trouble. Her and Gino Bisconti, another comedian, nothing but trouble. Yeah. I had my buddy messaging me yesterday. He was like, "Hey, are there any strip clubs out near you?" I'm like, "No, they're not allowed in the city. You got to go way out." And he goes, "Well, let's start a big titty goth girl strip club." I was like, well, we'd make money with the Marines. We would definitely make money. The hard part is getting girls. Because yeah, there's meth heads out here. And I don't date the women out here because ugh, just gross. They're all into crystal meth and Marines. Gross. I'm blowing up Clay Fuller and Christian Hurd right now. Maybe you can help with them. They're running for governor in my county. He has 100 endorsement from Trump, so I'm trying to get him to bring this up. You know what? I'll let me look. I might be able to get him on this show. And if we can do that, then we can talk to him about it. There's always here's the thing. A lot of these people they won't care and they'll work to screw you over, or just not even lift a finger. But they will when they want something, and you don't burn the bridge. Be nice with them, and just keep trying to give them something that they can use. Oh, hold on here. I want to watch this. Where is this? Stop. Oakdale Middle School. Okay, let's watch this. I have to unmute this. There we go. KDRV. Okay. Students are protesting ICE and Trump. So I keep asking the same question. Why can they protest? It's a First Amendment right. Okay, they can walk out of school and protest. Why can they not publicly pray? And people are like, they can pray. Yeah, you can pray to yourself silently. But if I say, hey, I'd like to step out into the hall and lead a group prayer. Oh, no, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. Okay, well, how is leaving class to protest allowed? I see Georgie's mom. They have all seen my message. Well, yeah, but when there's people with an audience, doing it, and I get it. It's exhausting on your end. It is going to be exhausting. But yeah, when you have others trying to amplify your message, um, then that helps. I'm gonna put a reminder to call Chris today. And yeah, so there we go. And I need an alert. There we go. So I'll remind myself to call Chris and try to get you linked up with Chris. Because we might be able to we might be able to get you in contact with him. And if one of his truck drivers are up there, they could probably assist. I'm just clearing out some of these notifications. Man, me and Georgie, we were the talk of the town yesterday. And we didn't even do anything. Didn't even mention people, and they were doing full posts about us. And the one dude even admitted he beat his wife, but is mad that Georgie says it. I laugh about that. So we'll have to talk about that later. But all right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing, there's as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.